Wait a moment while it says done. Get rid of Twitch. Okay, now we should be streaming to Twitch and to Love Bridge. Oh, this isn't where I want to be though. Actually, I do want to be. So, Ron?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Ron? I'm going to share my screen again.
Okay.
I'll share my screen again.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go and mute myself. I'm actually going to mute myself completely just because I'm getting an echo. So you talk, and when
Okay.
Autumn gets, we'll switch over. But now I can't.
So it looks like 3-0 in both rooms, 5 diamond tricks. Spade is 6, heart is 7, club is 8. We now need to get the second heart. We have an echo here. The 3-0 600 should be the score. Another message to this hand.
Hi, everyone. This is Jan Martell, and I'm here with Ron Smith. And Ron is going to talk you through some of the hands being played this afternoon in the fourth of 6 segments in the USA2 semifinal. And Autumn has come too, and I'm going to be able to go away. So I will stop sharing if you're ready to share, Autumn.
Okay, let's see. I can screen share, but I'm not quite
Sorry, I
ready for
can't
it
hear
yet, so
anybody.
don't do anything.
You probably couldn't hear me either, right? Because I had my microphone turned off, so it wouldn't echo.
Yeah, just give me a second to get Love Bridge up and running.
Okay, so we have a board up here, and we have Ron Smith and Autumn Teba who are going to talk to you about these boards. And as soon as we switch it from me to Autumn, I'm going to go away and try to do something else.
Okay, I can.
We're in the 4th segment of the USA2 semifinal in the seniors. As you can see, Wolfson leads 123-77. They have 3 more segments to play. And after that, the winner will play the Hammond team who lost in the USA1 final. Over to you guys.
Thank you. Are we going to be able to get rid of the echo? No pun intended. Smith Echo? Smith Echo?
Excellent. It's not quite working yet. Not quite working yet. Not quite working yet. Okay.
Let's see, one side is in 3 now, and the other side's in 1. One side is in 3 now, and the other side's in 1. One side is in 3 now, and the other side's in 1. One side is in 3 now, and the other side's in 1. Not sure what the percentage is. The Hearts 4-3 is 62%, and then Diamond Finesse. So it falls into the realm of a vulnerable game. But it looks like it'll make. Take 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, and 1 spade. Take 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, and 1 spade. Take 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, and 1 spade. Take 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, and 1 spade. Okay. Okay. How are you? Okay. How are you? Okay. I need these two. What color is this? Oh, this couldn't have been it. Maybe it was. There's some trouble there. Maybe these two. So what could be up that's making an echo? What could be up that's making an echo? What could be up?
Autumn needs to share her screen.
Autumn needs to share her screen. Autumn needs to share her screen.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
Autumn, down at the bottom where it says in green, share screen,
Yeah,
click on
just,
that and click on share my screen.
yeah, but the Chrome is not coming up on the screen share. It's not coming up on the screen share.
It should show you a bunch of things that you could share.
Show you a bunch of things that you could share. Show you a bunch of things that you could share. I doubt you guys want to see my system settings, so that's the problem. This video clips. Let's try changing it now. Okay. Screen share. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Is it working now?
Whoops, there we are.
Is it working now? Whoops, there we are.
Go ahead, the echo.
Okay, I'm leaving because I'm afraid I'm the echo. I don't know if I am or not, but I'm leaving.
I don't know if I am or not, but I'm leaving.
Oh, Mark Botch, we got 11 tricks in 3 now.
There's still a huge echo. I don't know how to fix that. Still a huge echo. I don't know how to fix that. Let's see.
Who's this guy? Okay.
Okay, how's the echo doing now? How's the echo doing now? Terrible. Ron, it's you. Do you Ron, like you? Do you have or something?
Is this me? Okay, let me see if I
It's
can
you.
get. Okay, let me see if I can get. Okay, I'll leave the meeting and I'll come back.
Okay, so no echo. Welcome everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I have no idea what's going on in the match. I know we've missed 3 boards, so I hope they've been a little bit boring. See what's going on here. Seems like it's going to be a normal contract of 2 clubs, probably. At least in Itabashi's room. I mean, I guess he could do something weird and rebid 1 no trump, but that would be weird. And I would definitely pass as a south hand, even with 10 high card points. I don't even think it's close. No fit, no real reason to try and play 2-0 or 3 clubs. To me, when you take a call over this 2 club rebid, especially as a passed hand, you have some action for 3-0. And no idea if Ron is coming back or not. Hopefully he rejoins eventually. Okay, so 1 table has made it to 2 clubs. And is there anything exciting that's going to happen in the play? Doesn't really look like it. This is quite a boring hand. Like the spades on side, no rough, the club's breaking. Can't really do anything to get into trouble. There's north-south either. Might duck a spade. You're back, okay, and you didn't bring your echo too, so well done.
Everybody played in 2 clubs.
I mean, it's really hard to play anything other than 2 clubs.
Right. Even the biggest overbidders can't bid 2-0 with the south hand.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with a stiff small club and no business being anywhere higher. So is this the last segment of this match? Fill me in on the
I
seniors.
think
I
that-
haven't been following at all.
They had this and 1 more.
This and 1 more.
And
And I
they played
know
30. No, they play all day today. What am I talking about? Because the other team, Hammond team, has the day off. The entire
I
day
see.
off. They play all
So
day. I remember this. I had to do the same thing in the mix.
I know Goodman stole the show yesterday with the decisive ending. They were
Yes.
stuck a lot to start and they finished really strong to win the match.
They beat quite a few good teams too. Along the way.
Definitely. They definitely did. So did I miss anything in the first 3 boards? It's all run of the mill.
I think
like
Bobby was in 3-0 on one hand. He got 5 imps, where they stopped at 1-0.
You think? You're not sure? Were you there?
I'm positive it was board 17. Sort of positive about what I saw.
I would be reluctant to give my positive view on something I saw.
Right.
All right, so everyone played 2 clubs and took the same amount of tricks.
All day today. These guys. Are you happy to be out of Schaumburg?
Oh my goodness. Yes, so happy. I went back 3 times. Like, you know,
Congratulations,
obviously,
third time was the charm.
yeah. My record is I lost as quickly as possible or won as quickly as possible.
Right. I think I gained weight because we go to the same restaurant every night.
Well, that was definitely a personal decision. You didn't have to do that.
Now I know, but my team felt like we should always go to dinner together. And
You didn't have to pick that place.
I know, but finally I did get to pick the place. And it was so much better.
Okay, so what's going on here? They're matching pace at both tables. We have a different auction though. What's going on here? Somebody opened a spade and someone didn't. Someone opened a club and someone
The
didn't
West
overcall.
overcalled spade. Vulnerable.
I think it's quite normal to overcall a spade, to be honest. I don't know why Paul didn't.
Paul Lewis, I guess he's been getting beaten down lately, so he passed.
This is going to
He is vulnerable. The rubber
get a
bridge
little.
round
This
of
is
the
going to
one
get a
spade,
little
yeah.
bit exciting. Obviously, this made them get off to a bad lead, but it's also sort of normal. At least Paul was continuously just passing, I guess. I mean, he didn't push his opponents up or anything. And his partner overcalled the heart too. Like, it's quite bizarre to continue to pass with this
I
hand.
agree. But he didn't lose his spade trick. So they'll just make 2 clubs versus the other table. They bid, and I think they're going to make 3 clubs. Yes.
I mean, on a small spade lead, 3 clubs
Maybe not.
seems.
They got these 4 hearts to do something with. Looks like this side is going to make 1 club.
Well, Steve has to duck a heart. I mean, I don't know. Otherwise, the 9 of hearts is going to stand up.
Well, it looks like Linda's just going to give Paul a rough. Now Paul's got to figure out not to lead a spade. Oops, I better turn this off. The source of everything yesterday. Where is it? Sounds. Turn all the sounds off. There we go. It looks like Silverman is going to have his way. He got the spade lead, and he's going to be able to give up, I guess, 4 hearts. I think it's not going to be too good. He's not going to be able to set up the 4th heart, so he's just going to be down 1 anyway. 4 hearts and a diamond.
Yep, there's no real way to do it. But I mean, it's just, I don't understand how Paul and Linda, how Paul in particular can let them play 2 clubs on the turn. I mean, this is very passive.
Because in pairs, they bid them up.
Well, I mean, it's just weird to pass with this hand and your partner overcalled vulnerable as well, and you have Jack and a heart, a side 5 card suit you didn't bother to mention,
and the ace jack and the diamonds.
It's too much pressure on partner to do anything. Like, you're just conceding the contract when you pass this much. I mean, as it is, they can push the board because they didn't have to feed them a spade. So it might just be push, but it's a little weird to just never take any bids.
Well, I think Mike Becker can do it now. He could, if he plays the queen of spades,
Well, he has to play all the trump.
all the trumps, and then play the queen. Then
No, all the trump is still not enough. He
no,
has
I think he has to play the queen of spades and duck it, and then when they can't return the heart, he's got to finesse this. He's got to play.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
spade honors
He has to play Paul to have king jack of spades and never bid.
and never
He
bid.
must know Paul has 5 spades at this point.
Right.
And well, the spade pitch is helping. We can definitely get on track now.
Oops, I think this
Now it's over.
is over.
No, he
Oh,
pitched that.
no, not over. He threw his diamond away.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Never count anything as over until it's actually over. What's that saying about the fat lady singing?
Right, it's not over till the fat lady.
Well, Becker is pitching a.
Oh, he pitched the spade also. So
I
he
think
planned on incoming Linda.
which is weird because Linda overcalled a heart instead of doubling with he shouldn't play Linda for both majors for this auction.
Right.
But I guess he has to play someone for an impossible hand, and it's way weirder that Paul didn't bid with his hand and king jack of spades. He can't make it anymore. No matter what he does. Okay, what's going on in the other room? I'm over this 2 club board. It's gonna be a push.
Looks like Garner's bidding the spiral to find out how many trumps Jeff has. And it looks like they're on the way to 4 spades. Everything is friendly.
Easy peasy, other than the 4-1
Oh,
trumps.
spades are not friendly. You could still lose a spade, lose a club and a diamond. So you got 3 losers. Now you got to come 10 winners.
Well, let's see. From his perspective, he's got to take some club roughs.
Right.
I mean,
Starts
Neil
at 8,
is,
so he needs 2 roughs.
well, Neil is going to start with a club lead.
Mike Becker is really taking this hand seriously. He's going into a long huddle.
Should have thought one trick previously.
Exactly.
It happens to the best of us, though.
Well, Linda knows she can't keep her diamond, so she has to keep her diamond. She has to keep her heart. So, good idea to throw the spade.
Didn't
Oh no, she's already played. So it's just 3 cards left. So Mike Becker
not
has
dump
got
a spade. Yeah.
he's got no alternative. He's just going to be down.
Mm-hmm. So Silverman started with the club lead, as predicted. And the play is going to take a while, to be honest.
Well, you got Steve at the helm. Very capable card player.
Definitely.
With him. Of course, then again, I think I fit him turning the boat with everybody here but Mike Becker. But when I was a kid, I lost to Mike Becker in the semifinals of the Spingo. That was back when they played 72 boards in the semifinals.
Well, they play third and low leads, so Garner has to decide if he hits 3 or 5 clubs. And if he plays 2 rounds of trumps, he's not going to play him to be 5-4 in the minors, 5-4 in the black. Sorry, or I mean, I don't think he can make if he does that. So Paul doesn't have to push Becker around to get a plus result.
No.
All right, let's see
I'm
what's
sure
going on
King
here.
Louis- The king, queen of clubs is on, and
It's not so
cards are
clear
all
that,
cash.
I mean, it's not so clear that this is, we see it's friendly, but there are complications on this hand for Gardner.
Right.
Now their weak no trump comes into play, and they're gonna end up in 4 spades from the other side and get a much friendlier lead of the king of clubs. They're gonna know who has the queen of clubs and go from there. The play will go much faster in Bobby's room.
It's amazing. People that play weak no trump, they always say they love it until they go for a big number. But I guess you steal a lot of hands from the opponents.
It's got its plus and minus. It's a destructive convention. Sometimes you get caught, just
Right.
like preempting.
But you get rid of all those balanced hands, minimum balanced hands.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he crossed in trump and played a club. And now he knows what's going on in the club suit with the 5. Well, I mean, he could still have started with 5 and North, King, Queen, Doubleton, but that's something.
Pretty rare. Now he just needs to, oh, he doesn't even know about the spades yet.
He doesn't know about the spade yet. He set up his club. He needs to rough 1 and draw the trump. But
Looks like he'll do that to the queen of spades and get the bad news.
and now he's gonna stop
Rough a little
playing.
club and back.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Play.
I mean, he has a free play of playing 2 hearts now. Okay, next case.
I guess he's just gonna guarantee it by playing the aces, by drawing almost all the trumps. Yeah, how could you? Right.
He's just gonna concede a diamond and a spade at some point.
Right.
Paul is taking a much different line of play.
Oh, he's gonna try to rough the diamonds out.
But I mean, it's weird because he knows who has the king of queen of clubs.
Right. I think I'd be leading one of those by now. Here comes the club. He should be close to claiming too. Also.
Okay. How do we feel about the 3 club preempt?
Non-vote. I'm starting to do that. It's like a week.
Starting to?
I'm starting to. I used to have the traditional whatever 7-card suit.
Well, I think it's more about seat here. Your second seat makes life, there's some thoughts about when you're supposed to be aggressive and when not.
Right.
Some people don't like to be aggressive second seat, but I'm also coming around to that.
Well, I have to be aggressive. You never know.
You never
I guess
know.
Neil plans on bidding 3-0. Well, we don't know what he's going to plan on doing.
This is not so easy. I think he might bid not 3-0 trump.
Maybe 4 spades.
I don't know about 4 spades. I don't know why you wouldn't bid your 6-card diamond suit. If your partner has 5 spades, they're gonna rebid it. Like, I don't understand.
That's right. That's what I would do. But a lot of these people might take out doubles and off shape. I know
No,
my
but
partner had 2 hearts when she made a takeout double in the mix.
but
So I did
if you're not gonna bid, if you're not gonna bid 3-no trump, then bidding 4 diamonds can't really hurt you. Because
Oh,
if your
yeah.
partner as a past hand has 5 spades, they're just gonna rebid their spades.
He would
I
have
mean, they
3,
might have 6, but
and 3-no is no picnic here because the club knocks it out. He's got to get to the dummy and safe to play the diamonds. I don't see how he gets over there. This could be down 1 million.
I don't think he's gonna safety play.
I don't think he is either. I don't see how he can safety play it.
I mean, he can duck the club and play for the ace offside, but now there's no safety play. The wrong hand is playing 3-0. Just gonna go 9 queen duck, and now they're gonna cash a high diamond and table the highest heart, or they're gonna try and hope diamonds are 2-2. We'll see which in a second.
I think he's just going to be down.
I mean, West can definitely keep North off lead. He can keep him out of the dummy. Didn't even try it.
He's going to be sorry now. I think we're not playing any more diamonds now. Here comes the king of hearts.
Is that enough tricks?
No.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even think about tabling the high heart just to see what's up. Would have been terrible if East had the ace of hearts, so I guess that's the thing.
So Garner and Linda Lewis both open 3 clubs.
It's
Nobody.
not unusual.
Right. I noticed that. It's not unusual. I now have joined the crowd. I'm a 3 club bidder. Fight City Hall.
Let's see if Mike Becker gives it a little bit more thought. Neil Silverman is giving himself no chance. He's gonna be stuck in his hand again. Didn't need to duck the jack.
Well, he's going to play ace king and another spade, and
Yeah.
Wolfson's going to have to give him a spade and a heart. So it'll take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He'll be down 1.
Mm-hmm.
It turned out if Wolfson had ducked the first heart, win the second, and pinned him in the dummy, I think he'd do a little better, wouldn't he? No, I think the same thing.
It's the same. It's funny if he if he ducks twice, it's also the same. He can claim all of the hearts.
Played all the hearts.
Okay, Mike Becker. He's still on the ace of clubs. This is a big swing board potential, but he might just go down anyway.
Yeah,
There it
he's
is.
down.
Not out of the realm of possibility that the 3 club bidder also has the ace of hearts in the seat. So I don't think it's so unusual.
Yeah. That was the beauty about that 3 club bid now, that it's like a week 2 bid instead of a 7 clubs and out. The 7 clubs and out hardly ever came up, and when it did, nothing good happened. Gardner has a nice, solid, vulnerable two-spade there.
Isn't that his thing? He's always solid. He's a solid citizen.
He's well, I don't know. I used to play with him. There's some spots where he's not. He's got a good poker face and everything. So when he comes in, everybody gets out of the way. They clear the field for him. Itabachi's right back with 3 now. This time he might. Can he make this? Or he might have to finesse the diamond. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would not be a good idea to try to establish the hearts. Now, of course, again, South could bid 4 hearts here. I think that would be a good bid if you can count on your partner to be balanced.
I mean, passing would be very weird after they bid and raise spades vulnerable.
I would agree. See, he bid 4 hearts. 4 hearts is so much easier. If you can bring the red suits in for just 1 loser, you nice 6 heart hand.
Tucker didn't unblock the hearts. So actually, Paul can feed him 1 trick by playing a heart. I mean, he could just play low heart and it could go queen jack for the same 8 tricks. Actually, Paul can mess this up. And he everyone's struggling for their 8th trick on that one.
Oh, this is the 8th.
You can duck or you can play the 8s.
Can't go wrong here, Paul.
He went for the fancy one. He wanted his wifey to take the tricks.
Make some points at home.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know what they say about a free play?
Somebody's gonna play.
Why did he play a small heart from the dummy, you think?
That's a good question. I was wondering the 6 of hearts, the sneaky 6.
I mean, what do you think he's doing here?
Gorner's thinking. I think I just go low. I don't see what else. I certainly wouldn't play the king. This wouldn't be a good idea.
But
There's nothing. Oh, play the king and hope your partner's got the ace. And
no, but
then
he
play
has
your
3 hearts.
diamond.
He's got 3 hearts, so it's like
I know he's thinking that maybe his partner's got the ace of hearts. Play the
but
king.
since
and
he
then
has
diamond.
sure, but if he has 3, he can duck, let his partner win the ace, and he can win the king and play the diamond himself later. Like he always has the 3rd trump.
Right, he's hoping to get a rough, but I don't see where that would be the setting trick. This is certainly a hand where.
Well, if he plays small and his partner has the ace of hearts, unless they also duck, he's always going to get a rough if it's possible.
He's still mowing it. It's dangerous. So the women's match is basically over, right?
Plus
Baker.
the ace of, it's like the women's event is I think
The
Baker's.
secondary. Looks like Baker's going to win by a lot. It was so bad. Ali and her team was storming through the thing, and then all of a sudden, whammo, you guys caught up, and then they haven't righted the ship since.
So you think he's gonna try and play his partner for ace and a heart so he can table the king and get a diamond rough?
Get a diamond. Well, he's obviously thinking about that because
Because what
This is-
else could he be
this
thinking
is the
about?
longest huddle I've ever seen him do.
Is it the only way to beat the contract? They have 0 tricks. That's not enough tricks.
If he puts that king up there, they're gonna wonder why they didn't do 6. And
I
they might
mean, he
guess it's a
basically
7.
needs his partner to have 2 aces for that
Two
to be
aces
right.
in order for the king of hearts to be right.
Yeah, so
So you might as well duck it. If partner wins the ace of hearts, he knows the spades have no future, probably, and lead his diamond. When you get in with the king, you play a club, and he'll give you rough.
you hope your partner does the right thing if you duck.
Right. Wolfson's pretty competent.
It's a scary play either way.
Yeah,
The play in the other room is going much faster.
nobody's playing for that. Oh, there goes the king. I knew he'd do it. Okay, now hook the diamond.
13. Okay, 13 tricks for one table.
Well, the one thing about being in the room by with the other opponent, your partner can't be cursing you out by now for going up with the king.
Well, this is not match point, so I don't think there's anything to lose your head over.
Yeah, lose
but-
one in. Good advertising, as they would say.
As it is right now, Wilson has a couple of imps to spare, so it's okay.
Oh my God, making 7. Take full advantage. Oh, Linda. Hands are boring in the afternoon. 1-0 again. And Linda open a week, no trump.
Well, it's gonna go fine. Unless Becker switches to a diamond.
Going for one more spade. Now that's going to be fatal.
I mean, she's not gonna not duck. She probably shouldn't after the high-low. They gave the count. Believe them, Linda. Sometimes they can be honest. It's fairly common practice to play the king as the power lead, so she knows the situation in theory.
Right. I'm pretty sure Mike Becker's playing standard count. Him and Bobby. They're old school.
Yeah, they're playing standard. Some high-low even.
Mike Becker, the legendary son of the legendary.
I mean, actually,
DJ Becker.
they could be playing upside down. I have no idea because on the power lead, you always unblock the big one anyway.
Well, yeah, you give the count when you can't unblock.
Yeah,
So you did play
Yep.
the 6 and the 5. You did play the high one and
the
low
8.
one. The 8 looks right. The 8 and the 5.
The other table is having. Oh, she ducked. Come on, Becker. Don't play another one. You don't have an entry.
Oh,
Unlucky.
she played another one. Wow.
It's
I
unlucky.
mean, you should have noticed his jack 10 of clubs is not a good deal here. That's why you
Well,
don't
it's
play.
always a little scary when you have Jack 10 and dummy has Queen 9 8 fifth.
Right.
Like
You know that
he
can be
he
good.
knows if East has one honor, they're totally hosed. So I'm not sure why he didn't try and do something else. The other table is in a much more adventurous contract. 2 spades by north south, which is gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, it's gonna go down 1. Stiff diamond lead, they
Yeah,
have the
diamond,
ace of
yes.
trump.
Diamond's gonna
It's
sink
gonna
the
go
ship.
down 1 or 2. With the king of hearts being an entry. All the entries are in east, so they're gonna go minus 100 or 200 depending on how east west sort themselves out. Okay, Bobby's gonna play a low diamond. No, unlucky. Low diamond would have been a good play.
Oh yeah, that would definitely scare them.
I mean, Linda just basically has to play the king, but
Right, and another hope. But she's probably
she could have gotten lulled into a false sense of security.
So that way she's only gonna make 4 clubs, 1 spade is 5. She'll probably only make 1. I don't think she'll
Yeah.
even have to lead a diamond. I think she's gonna take her king of hearts.
Well, I don't see why you would try and go down on the contract you've made. So, I mean, they have pitched a fair number of diamonds, but
Right, they have.
it's certainly not unreasonable just to cash out. Because she'll know South has 2 spades remaining, and I don't think there's any reason to chance them also having the ace of. They could have basically the king, queen, jack, and an ace. But if Bobby was honest in the hearts, then she knows that South doesn't have. And then she knows that North doesn't have the queen of hearts. So now South can't have the ace of diamonds since they're past hand. But she's not really paying that much attention.
Well, luckily they can't screw it up. Oh, they could screw it up. You could come back a club and then goes duck in the dummy and Steve play the ace, but then he'd play a heart.
Okay, so they've gotten their roughs.
Oops, queen.
That is a weird play.
That's what people tend to do. I don't know why they do it, but they do that.
Well, he's just
Come
gonna play
back to
back a
queen.
club now.
We're still gonna lose 2 hearts.
No, 1.
Over here, he's still gonna lose the ace king, aren't they?
Oh yeah, he's stuck in his hand.
Stuck in
He
his
can't
hand.
get to the pitches. Well, that's one reason to play the queen. You kill the dummy entry. It's probably the only thing he was trying to do.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. So we're just what doesn't want to give up. Okay. Low heart. Yeah. Okay, Wilson. Setting trick time.
Okay, for the push.
No swing.
No swing.
Border match there would have been.
Hmm.
In Europe, 190 is a tie in the border match. Makes it's like I don't get it.
Wait, what?
If this would have been a tie board in border match in Europe.
No, it's not in
No,
pure
that's what it
border
was in the
match.
Buffett Cup, and those were the rules.
Were they playing like a pétanque style border match or a pure border match? There's two border match styles in Europe.
Oh, okay, I don't know which one it's from,
So
but in the Buffett Cup, we
they
played.
have this cool format. It's called pétanque. And
Oh,
what
pétanque.
it's imps and bam at the same time
Oh,
with
okay.
a 10
We did
point
that.
difference. It's a tie.
I'm not sure what we did in the Buffett Cup, but I do remember after playing 400 hands, everybody rushed the state and asked who won because nobody understood the scoring.
I mean, so Paul was in first seat here as West.
And he didn't open.
And he didn't open because I guess they play a strict 12 to 14 no trump.
Right. No upgrades with the 2-3 in the majors.
I mean, maybe you're not allowed to upgrade. Maybe they just don't. But
He probably tries not to be controversial. You know, he doesn't want to be on the couch. So.
Well, I mean, I guess if you have 11 and you really just don't want to declare, you could pass. It's not unreasonable with too low jack third, but it seems weird to have to pass this hand.
It's true. Very weird. Now let's see if Ibashi and Silverman can zip into 3-0.
Well, I mean, if Itabashi has one first weird choice, like I don't think he either has like if unless they play Tuno Trump as natural and invitational, he doesn't have a really good bid.
Right.
And it looks like they do play it that way.
Well, hopefully Neil knows it shows an opening hand and not pass 2-0. And this
the other table has made it to 4 spades.
1, 2, 3. Whoops! Out comes the Queen of Diamonds. Oh, they play Rusina.
They play Rusina. Actually, they can get rid of the club if it goes duck duck and Paul doesn't play the ace of clubs.
Takes his diamond. He almost has to.
I mean, this is going to be fun. It's going to go duck duck, and now Paul has to figure out to catch the ace of crubbies. Oh no, didn't go duck duck. That's much less exciting.
Well, I guess the Mike can also see if he gets 2 discards, he doesn't have to worry about the hearts, and the spades becomes the only issue. Meanwhile, Neil is.
But does he need to does he need 2 discards? If the hearts aren't 5-1, he basically shouldn't be worrying about hearts. I guess they could be 5-1. But we'll see.
Turn off the sound on this one.
So 1 table missed game. I don't know why Neil passed.
I was afraid he passed.
But I mean, if it's natural and invitational, you have the full 13. It's
Right.
weird to pass.
Go. I mean, I don't worry about it maybe at pairs, but imps, we have to go.
Like if 2 no's right on this hand, you're probably making 3 no. I don't know what to tell you.
Right. 2 no's the only last.
Your partner's not going to go out of their way to pass 2 of a major unless they're really eyeing for 3 no. So this is a combination of weirdly bad methods. They don't play 1 club, 2 clubs as natural. And even if they did, it's not very clear to me North should bid it. And then they didn't bid a game.
Right.
I thought they were going to miss a game much faster by not being able to bid 2 no natural, but 2 no natural, it's a great call here. I mean, weirdly enough, 3-0 trump is the colder game of the two, but
Right.
I don't think it's abnormal for North-South to bid to 4 of a major with ace third and a side minor and 2 major suit kings after your partner shows 5-5 in the minors, game forcing. It's pretty normal.
So another 6 imps to Wolfson. At some point, Lewis has got to make their charge.
I think they're content to just sit there. Paul's passing every hand.
Right. Kind of hard to make the charge when you can't get in the bidding.
I mean, it just shows you that if you have the chance to open versus pass, you should open and make it hard for everyone to get to game. Like
Exactly.
they had a power auction to game at one table, and at another they decided to go low because there was an opening hand and a misfit. Like a single dummy, it's not so clear. Like you could be very pessimistic and pass it out, I guess, because your majors aren't so good and you know you don't have a fit, but I wouldn't do it at imps.
No.
I mean, you're not even going for like 100 a trick. I don't know. Maybe being vulnerable would make you more likely to bid though. The bigger game bonus. So are they taking 9 or 10 tricks?
Looks like he's got 5 hearts, 4 spades, 9. If he doesn't grab his ace of clubs, it'll be 11.
Yeah. If he doesn't grab it, it's going.
Right, he's looking at, especially can't beat any of those hearts. This party couldn't keep the bidding open.
Yeah. And if his partner has like king third, then it's irrelevant. He can cash it
Correct.
and play a heart. That's probably the best way to guarantee all of your tricks.
He cashed it.
Now heart.
He's on his A game.
Diamond. Another sixer.
Can't afford too many more of these. It's 50. Lead is now 56.
Let's see here. One table, a diamond, 2 spades. I mean, if you play like sort of heavy, unfavorable 2-bit, like 2 jumps, I do like 2 spades a lot. You
Right.
really don't want to bid 1 spade, 2 spades, and like this is much harder to double.
Now your party
And it
knows you got 6
also
spades.
makes it easier to get to game.
Yeah, Paul puts it to him with 4 spades right away. Well, Garner only bid 1 spade.
I mean, they probably
good.
don't play. They don't play like heavy. Like they probably play a weak 2 here, like preemptive. If you don't have the agreement that it's intermediate, you can't really. I mean, you might do it anyway with this shape in particular, but it's not unusual just to bid 1.
I knew what pairs from Chicago used to play intermediate way back in the day because it wasn't an alert. It would always surprise the opposition because they would never look at the cards. Back when we used to play for money, the jump over call was strong. And the club wouldn't let you play weak. Everybody must play strong. I think there are very few money clubs. Is there one in New York? I guess the Regency is the last
The
one.
Regency, and they play sometimes at the Cavendish. Beyond that, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. I used to love Rubber Bridge. Now I hate it.
Why is that?
I don't know. I guess I don't like the fact you go and you're not playing real bridge. You're playing weird systems or no system, and you play with.
Well, it
four
depends on
hands.
what you think real bridge is, I guess.
I guess.
Okay, so one table got to 4 spades on a really simple auction, and there's a lot of bidding going on at the other table, but they got to 4 spades anyway.
What was one? No. Oh, I guess it was transfer.
It shows clubs.
Okay.
I'm sure that Wilson wanted to show clubs and bid 3 spades.
Right.
And then a lot of other bidding happened, and now they've found, I'm sure the North-South found a very favorable stack. I mean, they're gonna lose a heart and a diamond, maybe 2 diamonds. South should correct to 5 hearts. With he does have 5 of them, and he knows his partner has 4. I don't think he should be playing his partner to be like 7-4 with only the 2 heart bids. So that's another good reason for this 2 spade bid. It made it much harder for North-South to deduce that their sack was possible. I mean, it's really hard to take a dive when you're looking at king third of trump and a side void.
Right. So was he gonna beat them? One trick, maybe? Heart, a spade, and a diamond.
There was no beating 4 spades, I think.
Oh, 4 spades. No, I was thinking 5 hearts is gonna be
5 hearts is down 1.
down 1.
Now, it's quite possible Bobby should have bid over 4 spades. If he gives his partner 0 to 1 spades, and like you could certainly be in a situation where it's game making game.
Right. I would think non-vol, I would have to do something here.
Yeah, I mean, 1, you could make game. 2 might be a good dive.
It doesn't rate to be a disaster. I mean, you'd have to go for a number and they could make it.
Yeah, I mean, certainly doesn't rate to go for a lot. But of course, if your partners hold hands and clubs, you're definitely beating 4 spades.
Right. That's true.
So it's not
Queen 10, 9,
so
8
clear.
for no winners.
It's unlucky.
So like, on a normal day, you have 2 winners, but this time you have none.
I think a normal day you're ready to take 1, not
Yeah,
2. 2 is a
50-50,
lot.
I guess.
This is the big board for Lewis. Well, you were just saying they needed to take some imps. One of them heard you.
Right. They're gonna get 11. And over here, 5 hearts double down 1, they get my favorite line. Another overbidder punished.
I'm not so clear that it's gonna go down 1.
Oh, I see. Oh, it went down 2?
Well, they already had. They can't rough
A
enough
heart.
clubs, so they're gonna take 1 club trick. They're gonna take the jack of clubs, and they already lost. They were already down 1.
Okay. They couldn't set up the diamond, I guess, and retain the hearts.
There was no dummy entry to do it, I think.
Okay.
I mean, if he went after diamonds first, maybe, but I'm not sure that that's what happened. I wasn't really watching. We have
No,
to be better at this.
Gonna be down 1, but I guess some happened
Elliot,
there on the way to.
If you
can
play
find
the
out.
diamonds first, like if you play low diamond to the king queen, obviously you won't go down more
The
than
ace
1.
pops.
Yeah, but you have to do that. The timing of
Right.
it all works out weird.
Let's see here.
It seems sort of natural to set up your clubs, but let's set up your diamonds. But I mean, that's clearly not what happened. What is going on here? Pass a club.
So Lewis only got 8 imps. Okay, let's see if we can figure out what did happen. Google. Luck bridge. Seems like that's the first thing that comes up every time I go on this thing now. And that was board 26.
They might sniff around for slam on this end.
I wait for my iPad to come back online.
Bobby didn't try to find the spade fit, and they're in 3-0. If Itabashi checks back for spades and decides to bid more, we'll see what happens.
Pretty soft hand.
I agree. Plus, you don't have a good minor holding. Would be different if your partner opened a diamond.
Right, you have a chance for some diamond winners.
Yeah, like if you can have a source of tricks somewhere, that's way more reasonable. But with 3 low, not so great.
Yeah. That's one of our big upsets, beating the lowest team in the mix. That was so surprising. Nobody saw it coming. I was in the room with Itabachi on the last round, and we were adding up the score, and we saw that we'd won by 2. We were both in shock. I think they were 40 ahead going into that day. And we beat them by 2.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys had a great run in the mixed.
Yeah, the dice were certainly passing. Because we probably easily had one of the, well, we finished 8th in the, we only won 2 matches in the round robin.
Yep. I mean, Millens had the biggest result of all time. 3 of their players played every single board, and they claimed USA1.
Right. Wow.
That's a huge result.
That is a huge result.
It's like Kevin Dwyer, Shan Huang, Sandra. They all played amazing, and they played every hand.
Who do they have? They have 2 men and 3 women. I wonder if they're going to add it. If they're going to add anybody like Gavin or something like that.
The Millens team was a really good chemistry, and they were great from start to finish. They ended 4th in the round robin and went from there.
I was on the original Millens teams when we had
Itabashi went for it. They're in slam.
Oh my God. Well, I mean,
he was feeling it after the down 1 or down 2 save. Oh, did you ever see what happened at that board? How did you manage to go down 2 instead of 1?
Phone wouldn't show me what the hands were.
I mean, 4-0 is certainly a lot of bidding. Like, come on, no Cupid, no little juice. Like, I guess he didn't want to give his opponents any information whatsoever.
So I'm looking for this.
And it's gonna work well. kind of, other than you have a club loser you can't dump on any lead.
Oh, this is segment 4. Okay, no wonder I could find this board. Okay.
I mean, in theory, you can play the spade suit for no losers, but good luck tabling the jack. That's ridiculous.
Okay, now we got it up. It wouldn't, it wasn't acting right. Okay, board 25. Okay. Here we go. We have to see.
Okay, spade to the jack, going down. Now we're going to win and table a trump or a diamond. I'd be a little afraid
Hard
of
leading to
the.
the king jack.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. There's just, I mean, to make it from that point, you have to play spade to the king and table the jack.
Right.
If he was going to do that, he might as well claim the title.
Right, telling. Obviously, you're self-kissing.
Well, pretty impossible to do it in this tightly run event. There's the reason we suffer through all of the losses of our misclicks, where, I mean, you can't undo, you can't do anything.
Right. I'm
It's for
surprised I didn't have
security.
any moves where I wanted to undo.
I wish I could say the same. I think I dumped about 30 imps on misclicks.
I was very careful for a change.
All right, so what is he going to do now? He's going to cash the heart.
Oh,
He's going to see that they were 6-1.
In 5 hearts double, you took the heart from that, so the guy got the cash ace, the diamonds, lead the spade over, and get the rough.
I see.
Because he played it from the. That's what happened. Six spade. So this is going to put a dent in the Lewis's style.
Well, they're about to lose a game of swing.
Over here too?
No, on 26, they're gonna lose 12.
But yeah, 26, right. They're gonna lose 12 imps. Or unless he goes down 2. So you're gonna lose 12 imps. Just calculating. Oh, figure it out. 14. So now Wilson's up 60. The bad part for Wilson is the Hammond team was probably really tired. Now, if they behaved today, and, kept a low profile.
We're talking about our senior citizens. Why wouldn't they behave?
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe because I'm unsupervised, but it's they could be.
All right, so let's see what's going on here. They're sniffing around for more. They've shown their spade fit, and 3-0 is some kind of try, I guess.
Well,
We
if
got
the
4 clubs on the
5-0, they were
table.
3-2 like normal people would be, and well, still would have problems.
Oh, this is a dangerous hand. You have to avoid the 5 level. It's pretty hard. I mean, at least South is declaring, so they can't get off to a club lead on the go.
He bids 4 hearts, he's probably got a Blackwood.
Yeah, I mean, there's no avoiding it. I think they're only going to take 10 tricks, though.
Well, I see.
Wilson is going to help North-South not bid a lot. They're gonna know that things are not breaking.
Oh, he signed off.
He signed off. Wow. Well, I
Yes.
mean, I guess if he already showed some kind of try with 3-0 and his partner couldn't budge,
Right.
that's
Well,
great
you know that
judgment.
one bad break will sink the ship.
Yeah. I mean, after he shows a try and a cue bid, unless his partner can take control, it doesn't rate to be a great spot. Like, there's no way his partner's sitting there with 3 clubs and aces and whatever. You know, it's just not a thing. Good
Yeah.
job, Becker.
So he gets paid the big bucks. He's been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to tell you, when I lost to him, oh my God, it's been 50 years. I'm not even that old.
Whatever you need to tell yourself, Ron. All right, let's see here. So they've avoided the 5 level, which is good news for Bobby and Becker.
Yeah, they just have to make it.
I mean, even 4 is a little complicated on the
Right.
tap.
See,
They have no entries to this long club suit. So
8. So you can take 5 spades, a heart is 6.
I mean, I think he's gonna rough and hope that the clubs are 3-2. I mean, it's not unreasonable to play low club to the ace, club, and now draw the trump. But then you literally don't have any entries to do that either. So
Yeah, he can go down here.
yeah,
If he leads a low club now,
if he leads a low club now, he's fine because he hasn't
oh, the
wasted
guy's
any
going to
high
rough it in front
clubs.
of him. He's got to play low. Can't. Well, maybe you play the ace to unblock them.
Yeah, I mean,
That's 3 clubs, 6 spades. No, it's not 3 clubs. It's 2 clubs, 6 spades and 1 heart.
he has
no good.
to.
This is no good.
This is complicated. It's true. And Steve and Wilson are bidding way more than the East West in
They're bidding their heads off.
Bobby's room.
This is going to tip them.
I mean, Becker's probably sitting there thinking, "Why didn't anyone bid?" He's not thinking anything.
Jeff just
He's
gave
not
it 1
thinking
over the
anything.
road.
He's not bidding anything. He's not thinking anything weird is going on because why would he? There's no bidding.
Paul Lewis called the director. Maybe his machine went under. But Jeff bid 2-0 over the 4 diamonds. He bid 5 diamonds without even thinking, batting an eye.
Well, that is quite weird at these colors. But unfortunately,
live.
Garner managed to bid his 6-card suit. So let's see what's going on here. They're gonna lose 1, 2, 3,
They only had 3 top losers.
4. They're gonna lose 4 tricks.
2 spades, a heart. They might get away with not losing a diamond and no clubs.
I mean, it's you have to set a lot of things up, and you're always gonna end up in the wrong hand. Like Wilson has to get back to his hand. He's gonna start with roughing a club to his hand or a spade.
And Trump. Oh, here comes the heart. Okay, they're gonna help.
A heart did not help the defense.
No, I don't think I'd be playing that.
I mean, Neil does know it's Wilson's 5-card suit. What is he doing? Were you really that afraid to play a club? You couldn't play a spade? You see this?
Be certainly playing a spade or a club.
I mean, well, maybe it just depends on if he thinks Mark can have 5 spades. Because if he can't, which it would be weird if he did to double twice. Like he knows that East should have a 3rd spade. Otherwise, Mark has 5 and bid this way.
So he's down 1.
Yeah, now it's over. The hearts are set up. We draw the trump. There was no tapping happening. Easy game. A good reason not to set up declares known side suit.
Wolf got a lot in there with those 2 jacks.
All right, 100 is a good result if Becker and Bobby managed to make game, which they're on their way to doing. Becker tabled
okay.
a low club,
He did
and
lead the low club?
he did, and then Paul didn't rough for some
Oh my
reason.
God. He's
He
rough.
didn't rough. He pitched the diamond, and then Becker just got to play a club back. Now the clubs weren't like he let Becker unblock the clubs, so
now 6, 7.
now he's gonna make him rough again.
It's still only 9 tricks. He still have to get. He's got 2 right now. He gets another rough. He gets another club.
It's still not making.
Well, he'd have to give him a club. If he gives the king of clubs, he plays the high spade, plays king of clubs, jack of clubs, he'll make it.
No, he's gonna tap him, and now he doesn't have enough trump to draw the trump.
Well, he doesn't have to. The guy's got 3 trumps and 5 clubs. He'll take 2 more club tricks. All he has to do is take 2 more. I don't know if he'd play it that way. It's not intuitive to play it that way. The guy roughing you who never bid, you might think he had more than 2 spades.
Yeah. He had 0 clubs. I mean, he might play him for a couple, 3 spades to start at least, 3 or 4 spades. But I mean, it's so weird to me that Paul is thinking here. He doesn't have any action in hearts to be thinking about. This is so weird. Like,
I know the 9 of hearts is up there in the dummy, so we're not going to play one of
no.
those.
Now, it's not unreasonable for Becker to be thinking, okay, how come like he didn't play a trump or just continue a diamond in tempo? Like, this is weird.
Very weird.
I think it's almost 0% that Becker only cashes 1 spade.
Well, he can't make it if he does. Oh, you know, I don't see how else. Well, what can he do here?
Well,
He's
on
only
this
got
hand, on
9
this
tricks.
hand, it's fine. He can cash 2, and the last trump is with Linda, and she has no diamonds, so she's going to be forced to play a heart. You win, and you can cross to the jack.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
he's not going to.
can't fall out of it. He can't fall out of it unless he plays the
Yeah,
king of clubs here.
yeah, he can't really go down on the lie of the cards unless he does something weird. But lucky for him, it's sort of natural. Like, I mean, he should just pitch a heart here. I think. Well, I don't think he should rough.
Yeah, right. Why rough?
Like, if he taps himself, then I don't think he can make. But just pitch a heart and see what happens. I mean, at least if he pitches a heart, he can just cross rough. He has all the high trump.
I'm sure it'll come to him. It took us a while to see it, to pitch the heart, and then do the high cross rough thing. Very
If he
deliberate
roughs
play.
here, yeah, if he roughs here, it's going to be a problem. But the other table is on their way to some kind of slam.
Wilson and Garner are gonna play 6 spades. Oh, 6 spades is a gotta play 6 no is a better contract. Because when spades don't break, you can lead up to the heart king. Oh, you need the diamonds to break also. The diamonds only 5 odds and 1. The odds of that suit running is 62.5%, 4-3.
So it went to spade, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 clubs, shape, 3 hearts. Four clubs.
I guess they play 30-14. So he knows he's got 3. Oh,
6-0.
No, he's right. They're going on top of this game. They're ready to go.
He guarded the king of hearts and went about his business. On this hand, you'll survive either contract, but certainly doesn't have to be the case.
It's true. Meanwhile, Becker is still in the thing. Could they get a penalty here for being slow? Better check the clock. If you're going to think that.
I mean, yeah, there is a clock penalty, but if he's been fast on all the other hands, then he'll be fine.
Right.
I'm sure he's just going through all of the permutations. He's definitely not sitting there thinking about nothing. I mean, the problem is he's already lost 2 tricks, but I don't think he has any play to dump all of the hearts, so he might as well just start here. Oh no, he's going down.
Oh, he roughed and now he's playing the 10 of clubs. Uh-oh, trying to sneak it by him.
There's no sneaking it by. He could rough or not. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have any tricks.
No, he can give it to this person over here and draw 2
No,
trumps
but
and then draw 2 trumps and take 2 clubs.
okay. He went.
He ducked it, so now what should they do? He could have played a club back. Took
A club back doesn't really help.
Well, they're parting with rough one of the winners, but now the heart. Now he's going to play 2 rounds of trumps and take 2 clubs. And take the rest.
Especially since Linda can't pitch anything. She messed up. I think if she wins and plays a club, he can't make it.
Right, plays the club back. He roughs one of those winners.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He's still doing it. King of clubs. No rough. Wow.
He doesn't have anything to rough anymore. He's gonna make an overberry.
Wow.
No overberries. He's just gonna claim them.
Right, he's already lost 3. Home free. Another big swing to Wilson. 8 imps.
Well, I mean, they did well on this hand. They didn't bid too much, and they took advantage.
68 imps the lead is. With 45 boards to go. And then have 30 boards to go after these 2. Well, I'm not too sure. Is this the first set or the second? This is the second set of the day. So they have 30 after this.
Okay, Steve's taking all 13 tricks on 28.
She's got hope. You know, Steve, he tried the heart instead of a diamond ring. So you know he's got them all. Now let's see how good see if Brendan and Paul can duplicate this.
Duplicate 6-0 or getting slam?
Just getting the slam.
I mean, sort of hard to avoid slam. You have 18 eyes. You kind of open the bidding, and if they make even one move.
Well, it depends on
well, this Paul.
how light
Paul
you
is
open
not.
the bidding.
I
If you
mean,
open the bidding light,
clearly they don't open light. They can't open any balanced 11s.
Okay, so if you have no balanced 11s, that's good.
Like, we just saw him pass a million of them, so I don't think that they can have a balanced 11.
He's not gonna start now.
Um,
There's
but-
Linda, she's gone.
I do
Likewise.
not like the 3 spade bid, 1 bid. Just show your shape. Like,
Right,
it can't hurt you. It literally cannot.
1430.
I mean, to me, this shows 6-4. And if Linda thinks
Right.
he's 6-4, she might think there's less of a reason. Or I think there's more of a reason if he's 6-4 to bid
Right,
it
I mean,
this way.
that's what I would play is 6-4 unless.
Like, she has multiple entries to get back to her hand for the diamonds, so
I would
they
be
might get to
6-4 and I would play 2-0
Yeah.
is a negative type bid. In other words, I don't like it.
Mhm.
Keep going. Asking for the queen, she's gonna be absolutely sure.
So either has king, queen, 6, or ace, king, queen, 6 of spades. And
Oh, Jeff bid 3-0. They 9-card fit and 3-0. There's the only trouble. It doesn't matter what they lead. You're down a bunch. Looks like down 3 with the club lead. No club
I mean,
lead.
that's
Could be
sort
more
of
fun.
sad. If the king of diamonds is on side, they have enough tricks. They have exactly 9.
Right. As long as there's no surprise lead. Well, they can afford to chunk a few back.
I mean, there are only 2 lead options from North. You can try and table a high heart to hit partner, or you can try and set up his clubs. I don't think it's going to be on Mark's radar that Wolfen jumped to 3-0 with king bear of clubs. Like, I wouldn't think it's weird for Mark to think he has king queen third of clubs or something.
Right. And what is Neil doing? Are they playing upside down counting attitude?
I would guess that they're playing. I would guess that they're standard men.
I would guess they were too, because I mean, how could you encourage hearts with the 4 to the 10? Okay, he led a club.
Right. He covered all of his bases. Once his partner said no thank you in hearts, he has to rely that the clubs are gonna work out. Funnily enough, maybe Jeff should not be thinking that the diamond is on side after he can count the ace king of hearts, and the ace of clubs.
Right. And you
Because now they have he didn't open a no trump. But he doesn't have to be balanced, and you don't really have another way to 9 tricks.
If you take your club and 5 spades and lead a heart, I mean, what would they have 4? They'd still be down 2.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Silverman can
You have
just
to play
return a
for down
heart
2.
instead of a club.
Oh,
I mean, I don't mind this 3-0 bid at all. It's like, it's on finesse. It's okay. And it's always going to be hard to defend on these minimalistic
yeah.
auctions.
Nobody ever likes to defend this 3-0. They have no idea what anybody has. Okay, Silverman, just don't return a spade or a diamond. You're 6-4 favorite in order to set this. 6 cards will set it and 4 won't.
I mean, can he really play his partner for like ace, king, jack, 4th of hearts? Yes, he. I
I guess
mean,
that's what he did, but it doesn't matter. His partner has to try the clubs.
I mean,
You should know the total 10. He did, because if partner has another club, it's good. So Linda
I
didn't like
mean,
her.
it doesn't like this just goes to show you how much better it is to try for game.
Right.
Like they're gonna play 3 spades or 4 spades, and it has worse chances than the 3-0.
You're just down off the top.
Yeah. At least Wolfson had a chance to go plus. Like
Right.
even in 3 spades, if the king of diamonds was on side, which is what you need to make it, they were gonna wrap up 3 now and call it a day.
Right. Well, you're wrapping up 3 spades.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wonder who the rest of the schedule is today. I was surprised. I told Jan I was available for any of these sets. And then I get a text says, hurry up and get on. That was the first conversation thing we ever had for the day. I go to Denver tomorrow for the regional.
The regional. What day is it today? What is the date?
Oh, that's a good question. 25th, I think. Let me see.
Oh
My
gosh.
iPad tell me.
I'm definitely ready for May to be over.
Oh, well. Let's see, 25th. The regional's going on now. I'm just going
You're
for the
just going
last 3
late?
days. I'm playing with Oren to
It's a
practice
trek
the
for
Grand
the last
National
3
team.
days. What's your Grand National?
My Grand National team is Oren and I and Brian Platnick and Jack Ost.
So how come you're still masquerading as a Chicago guy? I know where you
No, I
live.
could play 1 more year in Chicago. I had moved. I
see.
moved it in September. I could play 1 more year. I'm
I
not
see.
eligible for next year.
I gotcha.
And I got
So
this call.
they're gonna lose 3 on this hand because 3-0 went down 3 and 4 spades can't really go down more than 2. And we had a 1-0 3-0 auction on 30. It's about time the set finished. I'm ready for lunch.
If I eat today, I'm trying to think. And laundry.
I flew from Chicago to San Francisco, and I'm here for a few days, and then I am off to Europe. So
Oh,
all over the map.
you have a much better schedule than I do.
Well, you had to go to Denver. Can't blame you for it.
Yeah, for some odd reason, I'd much rather go back to San Francisco. Loved San Francisco, but I'm not too sure he liked me. Aboard 30, what are they in?
I don't think San
3-0?
Francisco likes me. They're in a 3-0 contract.
Oh my God. Well, he put the 8 in. Okay, can he get back? Yes, he can. Okay. This looks pretty good. Linda's still playing 4 spades. What's taking so long?
She's gonna be there a minute. She's gonna hope that the diamond finesse is working and then claim or not claim.
Mike Becker was thinking long and hard. It looks like he's for sure he's going to shift to the heart. And boom, boom. Do that. Meanwhile, Jeff is romping through. Oh, he played Diamondback, but it didn't
I
matter.
mean, your hearts literally can't go anywhere. It's hilarious.
Right, you can't
You don't
go
have to. You don't have to do anything. You can toy with them. Just say we don't need to cash our tricks.
Linda's going through the motions just in case somebody's a stiff ace or king of hearts, but I guess I just told her you have two losers. She rejected the claim. Okay.
Okay. Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Rejected. Try 8 this time, Linda. Okay. Now we got it. Now for the non-event aboard 30. Looks like Wolfson played the diamonds to the king.
It's a funny hand. Steve can play a heart and unblock the queen on all of these pitches.
Oh my God. You're right. He didn't take the chance, but he could have.
Well, I mean, South could definitely have King Jack 10 of hearts, I guess, but it would have been funny to see it. That's like the real needle. He's like, yeah, give me my extra tricks.
You got 660.
It's not enough. It's never enough.
Never enough. I know. At least that's what we say in the pairs. Where did I put that thing? Oh, see, here's something I just hiding in plain sight. Oh, my team is going to be the new CEO of the ACBL.
Yeah, Bronya Jenkins for the win.
I told her to get the local pro, Brad Moss.
I mean, Becker might just lead a club on the auction that they had. Yep. So they're gonna take 3, 4, 5. You're winning the club and the dummy, so you might lose diamond.
May play diamonds the other way.
Yeah. Plus you can pick them up for 1, so why not? Seems pretty normal. All right, well, enjoy the rest of the day. I will be
you
off.
too.
It was fun. I'll wait till this hand finishes so I can stop screen sharing, and get back to my private life.
Looks like it's going to be, he's probably going to have enough time to lead a heart up to the queen, so it's going to be a push. And it's going to be 60, what is it, 65 imps and 45 boards. Well, some of the other teams picked those up. No problem.
Yesterday, I think we scored over 60 imps almost every set except the third one.
Oh yeah, you were behind too. It was not looking that good against Capiletti, and then all of a sudden, wow. Next thing you know, they were way behind.
That's
okay.
That just tells you no one is ever out of the game. It doesn't matter what deficit we're talking about.
Right, just don't give up.
All right, that's the end of it. Thanks, Ron.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.